Ah, what is up, gamers? We are here for the first round of the YCL playoffs. That's right, we made playoffs, and I'm very, very happy about that. It's always nice to keep that tradition alive. And today we're going to be battling against Southside Braves and his Nashville Nidokings, which, if we're being honest, the one team I wanted to avoid in playoffs because honestly, one of the worst matchups I've ever seen in my life. It's kind of brutal. He has two fighting types that absolutely tear up my team, and I also don't have anything for a Zygarde. Charizard's also a big problem, and so I kind of ignored Pex when I was team building because I couldn't address everything, and I really hoped he didn't bring Pex, which is great. Galarian Horse comes, which I wasn't expecting. What does that mean? Isn't here that I was worried. There was a lot of things that I was worried about. It does mean that our Blaziken has a better chance of sweeping. Charizard here is the only thing that really takes a +2 hit. Oh no, Bisharp. That means Specs Kyurem just destroys things whenever he gets in. He doesn't have any rock setters, which is also really, really nice. No hazards at all, actually, so that's dope. His removal is Rotom and Charizard, which is nice. I kind of want to lead this thing and just hit something really hard. Where's my thing? I don't remember how fast the horses. I feel like it might be a speed tie with our Tauros. Tauros isn't a bad lead against most things. I could also lead Lando, but I think Rotom's a possible lead, which is the one thing I wouldn't want it to go up against. I expect the Horse Beast, Swords Dance, or Banded. I think those are the 50 usually runs. Okay, we do outspeed that thing. The only thing that we don't outspeed is the Hawlucha, and I don't think you ever lead Hawlucha. But yeah, good luck to Southside Braves. I'd love to move on, but it's going to be very, very difficult with the dual fighting types, plus Charizard and Zygarde. Not the lead we wanted to see, particularly. We could just trade this for the most part. I don't want to do that, but again, we don't have switch-ins. We outspeed this thing if it's not Scarf, and we do a ton of damage with Body Slam. Actually, Body Slam could KO if he's super offensive. If he's no bulk, then Body Slam will just like OHKO. Oh, he has some bulk. Unfortunate. But, I mean, we don't die. So, honestly, good trade. We'll take this. Body Slam again. He knocked off our Life Orb, which is inconvenient, but I will take this trade. He can't Shadow Sneak us because we're normal type, which is also nice. And he didn't bring his Steel type, so nothing resists his. Yeah, Hawlucha's the more problematic of the two fighting types for sure. But if we can get rid of one of them without our Comfey having to come in, that's great because we really need Comfey for Zygarde and Hawlucha. He does switch out, so we'll get some more free damage. If this is the Zygarde, that'd be sick because I have Ice Beam. I feel like we take an Extreme Speed, but any damage on this is great. Oh, that's good damage too. We'll find out if he's Scarfed here, which is nice. If not, he's taking a lot from Ice Beam. We don't have our Life Orb, so I don't think it'll KO anymore. But huge damage. We get it off. Sweet. It does not KO. Fine. Don't Dragon Dance. Glare. Okay. We'll take it. If this thing is basically dead for our Tauros, absolutely worth it. Body Slam will now KO. I assume he just knocks us out here. But we can go into Comfey for free. Or Lando, but I'd rather Rotom doesn't come in. I think I'd rather go Comfy. Because his best switch into this is Charizard, and we can go into Lantern on that. I'm not going to risk the damage because I want to save it for Hawlucha. And he does let us KOs. Sweet. He might have flipped Extreme Speed just to try and get damage off, but getting rid of Zygarde this early is fantastic, especially with the Gallade so low. Charizard's still a big problem for us, but we do have Lantern. And that also gets rid of this priority Extreme Speed, which is nice for our Blaziken if we get a Sword Stance off. But the fact that he doesn't have Bisharp means it's going to be real difficult for us to get a Sword Stance off. I think Gallade's probably the only thing we could Sword Stance on. I could U-turn here. What's my switch in? I don't have one. I don't have anything that outspeeds either, so I do want to just Leech Seed this thing. We are max Fuse Death, so yeah, that doesn't do a whole lot. And he's Life Orb, sweet. So yeah, we shouldn't be taking very much damage at all here. We can Protect, but I think we can Draining Kiss on this one, because he knows how little it's doing. We could also U-turn. I think that's a fair play, because he is faster than us, so yeah, I'll U-turn out. Unfortunately, he does attack again. I could have protected, but we'll still have quite a bit of health left, and we can set up rocks, which is nice. I could have gone Blaziken there and protected, because after a protect he'd be in range, but I think that invites in the Hawlucha, which isn't ideal. But yeah, I'm going to set up my rocks here. I don't think this thing gets an Ice move. Okay, sweet. Rotom probably comes in here. That makes a lot of sense. It does. Okay. I'm going to go on Kyurem, because if he defogs, free Kyurem. I don't need Volt Switches, and that's really the only thing that would be a real issue. Will-O-Wisp can be annoying, but this should, in theory, be a free switch into Kyurem. And a free switch into Kyurem means huge damage. Defog, that's fine, because we get a big old Freeze Dry. And he does not have a switch into this. He probably sacks off the Gallade or Rapidash if I had to guess, because I can't imagine anything taking a hit. Is this the Charizard? Oh, that's so nice. That's a 2-hit KO. If he's not fast, then we outspeed him, and I'm willing to go for it, because I don't think he can OHKO us, and I feel like he's bulky. Oh, okay, that's annoying. But we have Lantern to go into. But that does tell us he's max speed, which is good to know. This isn't going to do nearly much because he's not flying type anymore. Still good damage though. And the nice thing is Volt Switch is free now because his Zygarde is down. So yeah, we can either Scald or Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is more free. He can like Scorching Sands us, but that's about all he can do. He does switch out, sweet. Is that Rotom? Kyurem again. I'm happy to repeat this cycle. Because one freeze or anything like that will knock out the Charizard, and that's great. And even if it doesn't, we're still chipping down the Rotom. Rotom has the lefties, that's good to know. Yeah, if he stays in, he dies, so he has to get into the Charizard most likely. And that just gives us another Lantern. Unless we freeze, of course. But yeah, this is a good cycle for us to be in. Because the thing is, if he ever doesn't roost, then he'll lose something on the switch in every time. Focus Buzz. Okay, good thing we switched. And yeah, that does absolute 0. I'm going to Scald this time because he could try and roost. And I don't want him to get roosts off. Oh, Hurricane. Totally fine. Absolutely happy with that. Because that means no Charizard. And that frees up our Lantern some more. For, well, I guess the Rotom if we need to, but like also the Falucha potentially. I'm still terrified of like a weakness policy Falucha. Like Endure or something like that, because I don't have anything that takes hits from that. I guess Comfy can deal with it if it's like Focus Sash. And this thing coming in makes sense because I don't have a switch into it. Is Lando the sack here? It's not really doing anything for us. And it probably takes 2 hits. He also lost his Defogger, so that could be nice. I think with our Citrus, oh, okay, Morning's not fine. This thing is a pain to deal with, but I think that's okay for now. It's probably Pastel Veil, which is why I'm not gonna Toxicate. If Rotom comes in, dope. Yeah, this is just another Kyurem switch in. Because he can't defog and like Volt Switch out or anything. I could Toxic the Rotom, but I don't think that's super important. And I don't know if you Volt Switch a Lando. Especially when I have Lantern as well. Will-O-Wisp is fine, he misses, nice. It means we're not taking residual, but like, we're not physical, so like, it's not a big deal. And it means rocks are still up, so I'll take it. The Rapidash can probably switch in now. Oh no, he's just gonna let Rotom go down, that makes sense. But that means he has no removal anymore. So he's down to Hawlucha, Rapidash, and Gallade. So we can let this Kyurem go down, whatever comes in. We outspeed the Gallade, and we can kill that with most of our team, so I'm not really worried about that at this point. And I don't want Hawlucha setting up. The horse comes in, that's worst case scenario, but it's still okay. I'd love to get a big freeze dry off on it. We probably died to a play rough though. Oh, we outspeed. Great. Yeah, that's fantastic damage. And we don't die? Yo, Kyurem. That's so good for us. Because it's going to come down to just Hawlucha form, basically. Quick attack, does that kill? No. So you could have Shadow Sneak on the Gallade, of course, but I think it's okay. Because then we can revenge it with the Comfy. All right. Yeah, I'm just staying in to attack this thing. If it's white herb close combat, that's probably worst case scenario. Or like sky attack. Oh, we outspeed this thing too. Yo, bro, put some speed on your Pokemon. That's ball game. Uh, the fact that I was thinking there was a chance because he brought like bulky Halucha for Urshifu, and I figured that might be a thing for a Blaziken. But the fact that we outsped everything with this made the game a whole lot easier for us. So yeah, even if this thing kills us here, we have the Comfy to kill it with Draining Kiss. But yeah, good game to Southside Braves. I'm very happy that we were able to win that. That means we're moving on to semifinals, I believe. And I believe we played the winner of Rory and Ryan, who are both two good friends of mine, so it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. But very, very happy that we were able to escape this match because it was not a good matchup in my opinion. But appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye, y'all.